everyone, I'm Melanie, and I'm here with Louisa May Alcott to discuss her widely known novel, Little Woman. Here's the girl herself, Louisa May Alcott. Very nice to meet you. Pleasure to have you. Tell me a little bit about yourself and your childhood.
Well, I was born in Germantown, Pennsylvania, and was the daughter of Amos Bronson Alcott and Abigail May Alcott. I was the second of 4 children. The oldest was Anna Bronson Alcott, and the 2 youngest was Elizabeth Sewell Alcott and Abigail May Alcott. We moved around a lot during our childhood. Like, my father, he tried to open a temple school, but that was forced to close, so we suffered a lot of financial obligations when we were younger. But our ending result was we moved to Concord, Massachusetts, and that was a good steady home for us.
Did you ever attend schools?
Yes, I attended Miss Mary Chase's school in Still River Village, and I also attended Concord Academy, but most of the time my father and Ralph Waldo Emerson helped me out at their library. I also was taught by some of the good writers today, like Nathaniel Hawthorne, Margaret Fuller, and Henry David Thoreau.
Did you always want to write books?
No, but once I thought about it, I knew I wanted to do something splendid, something heroic or wonderful that wouldn't be forgotten after I was dead, so I thought I should write books.
What are some books you have written?
Well, I've written Flower Fables, and that was a book of stories and poems that I wrote for Ralph Waldo Emerson's daughter. And also, I had to go nurse in the Civil War, during the time of the Civil War in Washington, D.C., and I had caught typhoid fever there. So when I was in the hospital, I wrote letters back to my family, and that was actually published into a book called Hospital Sketches. And that was the first book that I got recognition for because I used pseudonyms before, like Flora Farfield and A.M. Bernard, so people wouldn't know that it was me that was writing.
Can you tell me a little about your novel, Little Woman?
Little Woman is about the 4 March girls. There's Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. They live with their mother, Marmee, that's what they call her, and their father is away serving in the Civil War. These girls, they grow up together, they struggle, they have to deal with marriage. Like, their sister, Beth, dies because she catches a disease from the Hummel's baby that she's babysitting. They have to deal with getting married. Amy marries Laurie, and Meg marries Mr. Brooke, and Jo can't deal with this because she doesn't want her family to be broken apart. But Jo ends up marrying Mr. Bear in the end. And in the end, they're all gathered around, and they are like having a good family time. They're happy with themselves. They're happy with who they become.
What inspired you to write books?
My books I base off my life, or this book in particularly. I based it off my childhood experiences. Jo I based off myself because Jo is the artistic one and she doesn't want anyone to know. So like I use pseudonyms and she doesn't like anyone to know, so she does that too. She doesn't let anyone know. Also, the house that you see or you read in the book is the Orchard House, which is this house. I base my house off the house in the book. Also, the girls in the book form a Pickwick Club. And that's where they make a newspaper, an annual newspaper about the events and all these things that they made up. And when I was younger, me and my sisters did that as well. I used the Civil War a little bit when I was writing because I nursed during the time of the Civil War, so I set the father in the Civil War time. So that was kind of how I got the father there. And I made, like, the family is not poor, but they do suffer financial obligations like I do. I suffered financial obligations, so they were too. They had to take on jobs themselves, the girls, because Marmee had to go away when the father got sick. So I basically based the novel off of my childhood experience with my sisters.
So this novel reflects your background?
Yes, it's an autobiography, but it's with different characters and different names and different other experiences.
Well, you did a great job writing the novel.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's our show. Thank you very much for coming today. I hope to read more books from you soon.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Please give a round of applause to Louisa May Alcott. Bye, everyone. I'll return next week with Hannah Montana when she'll be teaching me the hoedown throwdown.
Boom, clap, boom, de clap, boom, boom, clap. Boom, de clap, boom, boom, clap. Boom, de clap, boom, boom, clap.